Wow, it has been such a long time since I filmed a video. Like, this is honestly ridiculous. Okay, it's ridiculous. I'm here because I am filming an updated video on this semester to explain to you guys why I have not filmed a video literally the whole semester. There's so much to talk about, there's so much to catch up on. Like, I don't even know where to start, but let's just say that this was the craziest semester that I've ever had in my life. Not only was it the craziest, but it was the hardest semester I've ever had in my life. Like, I'm also going to be explaining if I passed or if I failed this semester, okay? Because that's important, very important. This semester I was taking Med-Surg 2. Okay, that was my main class, Med-Surg 2. I was taking Med-Surg 2. Is this focused? I was taking Med-Surg 2, and I was also taking a, what is it called? I had to take an elective class, and basically I just kind of had to take a random class because it was the only thing that fit into my schedule. So I took education. It was an education class about human growth and development, so I took that. That was pretty calm, it was cool, no problems. And then I was taking nursing leadership, which is basically like kind of the more rules and regulations of nursing side of nursing, if that makes sense, like talking about HIPAA and nursing ethics and stuff like that. So that was that class. That class was cool. So I took Med-Surg 2, leadership, education. I feel like I'm missing a class. This don't sound right. That was it. Wow. Yeah, this was the craziest semester, right? So as y'all know, my full semester 2018, fall semester 2018, I was taking pharm, patho, and med-surg. And now those were some super hard classes. Like, I thought that was my hard semester, and I thought that I would never have a semester as hard as that. And honestly, med-surg 2 is a whole different beast, okay? It's a whole different beast. It's so much harder, like I couldn't even. So let me just explain to y'all, okay? So med-surg 2 is my main class, and we have 6 tests. If you don't know, we have, in my program, we have 6 tests, and our tests are worth 75% of our grade, and passing grade for Hampton University School of Nursing is a 78. So if you want to pass the class, you need to get above a 78 altogether. Well, first, let me just start with my teacher for this class was my dean. So my dean was teaching the class. I have had her as a teacher before for my math class, nursing dosage calculations class. And yeah, she's pretty strict. She's pretty hard. And let's just say that she was really testing our knowledge because the questions on the test were so hard. Like, I can't even. I've had hard questions. Nursing tests are hard, period, but this was just a whole different kind of hard, okay? So at least on my first test was food and electrolytes, and food and electrolytes is honestly one of the hardest tests because it's just so many signs and symptoms. That was honestly my hardest test. So y'all, as I'm taking this test, I'm literally like, I'm looking around the room because we take some computer lab. I'm looking around like, you know, you got to check the facial expressions of everybody else because I'm like, y'all getting this? Because I'm not getting it. Like, I was looking at the questions like, these things is hard, okay? And let me just say, not to say like I'm so smart and all that, but I study so hard for my test, and like I've never failed a test in nursing school before, and I was failing tests this semester, okay? I'm just saying that straight up. I was failing tests this semester. So I took my food and electrolytes test. Y'all, the time ran out. I had 10, I think it was 10. It was either 8 or 10 questions left, and I did not finish my test. Like, this was so, it was so hard. And like, when my test ended, y'all, like, I think I went into shock because I realized I did not finish my test. Like, I literally went into, like, I was just staring at the screen like, because I couldn't believe that I didn't finish my test. Like, that has never happened to me. Like, I've been down to like, you know, 2 minutes with like 3 questions left. Not a big deal. No, like this time I had like 20, I feel like I had 20 minutes and 30 questions left. I think it was something like that. It was just, there was other people that didn't finish their test too. So just so you can kind of put it into perspective how hard like this test actually was. got the grade back for that test, and I got a 74 on that test. Okay, so that was the first test that I ever failed. Honestly, y'all, like, my anxiety was so bad, like, because since I had never failed a test before, the feeling of failing a test is honestly the worst thing ever. So like, I had such bad anxiety, I could barely sleep because I was just like so scared that I like would not pass this semester, and I was so scared that I was gonna fail. And like, because if the test was gonna keep looking like this, it wasn't looking too good, you know what I'm saying? Either that, like, I know my studying habits were pretty good. Like, I study so hard, and my study habits, I study so hard, and my study habits have never been a problem. So like, I wasn't really understanding the disconnect, you know what I'm saying? Just in saying, talking about that test and saying that kind of explains why I wasn't making videos this semester. I had such bad anxiety this semester. I was so scared of failing. I didn't want to post a video about nursing school because I didn't want to, like, I don't know, I guess I didn't want you guys to know that I was struggling this bad. But that's kind of a good thing to show y'all, because nursing school is hard and you're gonna fail tests, because I really thought I wasn't gonna be failing tests. You failed the test in med-surg 2, so I guess that shows you how hard med-surg 2 really is. Like, this is really like the beast. Anyways, y'all, so my next test was respiratory, and I studied so hard for that test. I got an 83, so I was happy that I passed. From then, things started looking a little bit better, but I was still like so on edge, because like one little slip up in my like average probably would have been back down to failing. So it was just so intense. I barely went out this semester, y'all. Anytime someone invited me to something, I feel like I had to like turn it down, because I wanted to study all the time, because I felt guilty for going out. Like, I felt like if I went out, this would be the reason why I failed the test. Like, and I would go out sometimes, but like, I feel like I went out like 3-4 times this semester. So that's like August, September, October, November, December, like 3, 4, 5 times in 5 months. Like, that's crazy. So I was barely going out. I missed my boyfriend a lot. I was okay at first, until like the end of the semester started coming near. Like, it was so hard not to like be sad. I was so sad. I didn't cook a lot because I always used to cook with him, and cooking alone was just not as fun for me. Like, we would always plan out what we were gonna eat for dinner, go to the grocery store, get everything we needed. Like, cooking would be fun. Cooking for myself is not fun to me, okay? It was just not fun. So that also, I feel like I didn't have a lot of stuff to vlog. So basically, how I helped to get myself to push through this semester is basically I started studying with people. I usually don't study with people because I'm not good at studying. I felt like I wasn't good at studying with people, and I felt like I just kind of like would get too distracted studying with other people, and nothing would stay in my head. My friend had invited me to study with her. We did one big study group at first, and that was good, that was okay. But what I would just recommend is that when you study with people, know your stuff first before you go into a study group. Don't go into a study group not knowing anything, because like, that's really overwhelming, and you're not retaining any information like that. I feel like you're gonna be writing stuff down and trying to remember what everybody else is telling you. You need to know your stuff first, and then y'all need to come together and review certain stuff, so you don't forget the name of this drug and you don't forget the side effects of this drug. Like, when you come together, you need to remind each other, hey, don't forget the side effect of this drug is this. Hey, don't forget about this drug, she might ask about this. Remember that with this condition, they're gonna have this. Like, it's just to like restate stuff and really get it into your head and reinforce certain topics and important things. That's what I feel like you should be doing in a study group, not like someone teaching you every single thing you need to know, because that's not helping you. You need to know it first, then you need to come in the study group and reinforce certain important stuff. So that's what I did. I started studying with people, especially with my friend Reagan. Shout out to Reagan. And my friend Tanaya and Makaya. We all had a little study group going on sometimes. Some of us would study separately, and some people will not come to the study group some days, which is cool. You know, some tests you don't have to go to a study group every single time, but I did study groups, and I feel like it really helped because it made sure that whatever they knew, I knew. I made sure whatever I knew, they knew. So I feel like it really helped us push. And you really just need to, when you study, it sucks studying by yourself sometimes, so to study with other people is good too. Well, I want to show y'all something so you can know, like, not that social media, well, you know, social media really like makes everything seem like life is good and life is going smooth and I'm so happy and da 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 da. But y'all, this picture right here, let's get it to focus. I think it's focused on my fingers. I hope you guys can see this, but I posted this and I said beginning of the end, May 10th 2020, RNBSN. And honestly, y'all, like, I'm not even gonna lie, I was even debating posting this picture because I didn't know if I was even going to be graduating May 10th 2020, because in my program, if you fail a class, you get left back a whole year. So I wouldn't be graduating May 10th 2020, I would be graduating May 10th 2021. So I was scared to even post this because then people would know I'm supposed to be graduating this year, and if I don't, then that's so embarrassing and da 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 da. Like, this is all what was going through my head at this time, but I still posted it because I really wanted to, and I really just had to like talk to myself and say, Alesia, you're going to graduate on time. You're going to graduate this year. You're going to pass this class, because like at this time my anxiety was out of control. So I know y'all want to know if I passed this semester or not, like what happened. And so I'm gonna read off, well actually my grades is down, but I know in my head what I got. So the first test, y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all what I got on every single test, my final average, and if I passed. First test, 74. Second test, 83. That was my respiratory test. Studied so hard. I studied so hard for all these tests, but respiratory, 83. What was next? Cardiac. Oh my god, I got a 79, so I passed. But I could have done so much better on this test. You know when you just make stupid mistakes and you're so mad at yourself? That's what happened in this cardiac test. Cardiac test, 79, but I was happy that I passed regardless. So I was like, I don't care that I got a 79. I'm just happy I passed. What was after cardiac? I don't know. I just know that I got a 74, 83, 79. Oh, this was my renal test. My renal test. This test was pretty, it went pretty good. I got an 86 on this test. I feel like renal was so easy to understand because it was just talking about UTIs and pyelonephritis and acute kidney injury. That kind of stuff is so easy for me to understand. So that test I got an 86. And after that, I believe was my GI and endocrine test. I got an 82. So things were starting to look real good. I'm like, okay, like this at this time, y'all, I was getting back my confidence, and I was just studying so hard because I wanted this so bad. So I was studying so hard. And in my last test, I got a 77. So like, whatever, I didn't pass my last test. So after taking all those tests, average, blah 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 blah, my average was an 81.48. okay, and so I passed the semester. I am so grateful, so grateful, because this was such a hard semester for me. Failing tests that I have never done before, like, it was so tough. But honestly, I could say that my teacher, she really did push us to know stuff. Like, she pushed us to study so hard to know certain stuff. I could say that I walked out of here knowing a lot more. It was very difficult, but I would say that I know so much right now. I know so much about nursing. I understand things not so much better, but I guess in so much more depth, and like everything is tying together and it's making sense. So while my teacher was very hard and the questions were very hard and the tests were difficult, I feel like it really did strengthen my knowledge on a lot of stuff. So yeah, guys, so I'm just so happy that I passed this semester. I am not disappearing from YouTube, okay? I am back, I promise. And I will be doing a vlog this weekend. Actually, it's Christian's 23rd birthday, his Jordan year, so I'm going down to spend a weekend with him. So I will be vlogging that, of course. I'm going to be vlogging Christmas and us opening our gifts and stuff like that. And I am going to be vlogging my last year of nursing school, or my last semester. I am going to be vlogging my last semester of nursing school because I feel like that's so important. I want to look back at those memories, and I know y'all still want to see like nursing day in the life because y'all love that stuff. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you have any questions about like study tips or anything else like that, leave it in the comments below. Let me know if you like this video, and I will see you guys in my next one.